Let's quickly examine our data. We have this data on pizza. We have the pizza ID, the order ID. We have the pizza name ID. Then we have the quantity, order by date, order time, time of order. Then we have the unit price. We have the total price. Then pizza size. This is large, small. This is large, medium. We have small. Then we have the pizza category. This is the type of pizza category that we have. Then we have the pizza ingredients that it must use to make the pizza. Then lastly, we have the pizza name. So basically, what we are going to do with this data, I'm going to insert some extra columns and then I'm going to remove some. So first, this is the data cleaning part of the model. So what I want to do first is I want to take this to Power Query first. So I'm going to Control A to select everything. Then I'll go to my data. I will say get from text, from table or range. Click OK. I'm going to click OK. So this is taking it to convert it to a table, then taking it to Power Query. Alright, so this shows me how to quickly examine my data to see if I have errors or empty rows. For you to achieve this, go to your view, then put on your column quality on. So immediately you see this is off. Immediately you put it on, you will see the quality of your data. We know if there are errors or not. Alright, so so now what I want to do, I want to go to column. I'll go back to home. Then the first thing is I want to remove the pizza name. I want it to be just the pizza name and remove. I want to remove the pizza. Then I want to remove Dell. So I'm going to highlight this column. Then I will go to replace value. So let's go to transform. Then look for replace values. Then here I'm going to say I want to look for the with a space. Then I want you to replace it with nothing. I'm going to click OK, and that is done. Then I want to remove the pizza as well. So I'll go back to my transform, click on replace values. Then I'm going to look for pizza, space first, then pizza, then replace it with nothing as well, and that is gone. Under replace value, if you check replace value, you have a couple of things here. You can replace values, you can replace errors. In this bit, I'm not doing anything on pizza ingredients, so I want to remove pizza ingredients. So I'm going to right click and remove. So again, I want to work on this time. This is time, but this is not showing properly, so I'm going to convert this time to proper time. Let's go to this decimal point and let's change this to time. This is proper, and let's go to date and make this date. I don't want date and time, and this is okay. So here we are going to extract the date. To extract the date, click on this column. Then I want you to look for what we call extract. Then from extract, I want to extract the character before the limiter. The limiter is what divides your data value that you want to extract. In our case, is this stroke. So since we've identified the limiter, I'm going to go to extract. Under extract, I want to extract before the limiter. Then I'm going to click OK. Then I'm going to put input the delimiter. I'm going to click OK. That our data is extracted here, and if you go here, you see the first, this is a day that we're looking at. Now again, the second thing I'm going to do is to extract our month. To extract the month again, I will go to extract. Then I will look for after the delimiter. Then I will put the delimiter there. I will click OK. and this will going to extract the text after the delimiter. Again, for me to separate the month and the year, I'm going to click on this again, then extract this to say I want the delimiter before the delimiter again. Then I'll put the delimiter, I will click OK, and this will give me the delimiter. Then again, I will extract after delimiter to get my year. I'll say after the delimiter. Then I will say this is the delimiter sign. I will click OK, and this will give me the year. So now I can remove this column. So I have my month, then I can put this one to be month, and then this is year. Then I have the day somewhere here. This is quantity, dates. The first one that was extracted was day, which is days. So this is my day. So I have all this. Now I can decide to Control Shift to select all the three, then move it forward and put it beside the date. So I have all this. That was a nice way to show you how to use text and replace value that we have within Power Query. But there's a very easy way to do this. You can use the date function to extract. If you click on other date, then you go to your home tab, you will see that under transform we have this date function. Now and then let's extract our day, name of day, and this will create another column for us. So basically what I'm going to do is to remove this, since I have done this already. Well, if you like, we can remove the one we done before. We can remove this. Let's remove this. I'm simply going to remove columns. I'm going to leave this ones. I'm going to change this to, this should be here, and this I'm going to remove the dot one. Then for the day I'm going to remove dot one as well. Now let's confirm this. So 2024, January 1 2024 is what? Alright, so with that being done, now what I'm going to do is to remove this. I want to remove this. Yeah, so I'm going to remove this. I don't want this. Use the one that was extracted. So I'm simply going to remove these columns. But I'm just showing you that there's ways what you can do as well. So again, I want to extract the quarter. Let me click on this. Then let's go to add column, extract dates, and let's look at the quarter of the year. Yeah, so this is okay. Then I'm going to take this back to quarter. Okay, I'm going to drop this here. Alright, with this done, I'm still going to take this back to our Excel, then continue to work. So let's go back to homes. Let's go to close and load. Give it some time to load. So here we have, then we call this quarter number, quarter one. We call this, we make this our quarter. Then let's remove this. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'm going to paste this here, paste the value. Okay, So I'm simply going to take this, while pressing down the Control Shift, then I'm going to put it there. I'm going to remove this. Now, so with this done, the next thing I want to do is to examine our data. Alright, quickly, I want to add something to this day that we have. I want to extract the day of the week that this is. I'm going to use the formula called weekday. Okay, so let's simply add this column here. Let's say weekday, and okay, so I'm going to say which day of the week is this. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to change this to January. Let me change this. This formatting is important to say this is our date. Yeah, this is the date that we want, right? So then I'm gonna say I want text, I want day, I want this, then I want the day format to be this. I'm gonna click this. Yeah, so this is Monday. Again, this is weekday. Just like this. They're going to ask you the type you want. Right, so do you want so we don't need this. Alright, so this weekday, say day of the week, let's call this day of the week. And what we simply did was to put our text value and change this to date. Let me do this again just to be sure that this was captured. So I'm gonna say text. I'm gonna do this. I want format of a day. I'm gonna click OK, and this is Monday. Alright, so with this done, this is what we're gonna do is let's check October 2024, January. Let's check January 2024. So January 2024 was Monday, so that's going to follow the actual date that the sales actually occurred. So with this done, we can begin our analysis. But before we begin our analysis, I want to add a picture name. I want this to have a picture name, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Then I'm going to call this picture name. Okay, then I'm going to click on Control A to select everything. Control A, select everything. Then go to Insert. Recommended pivot tables. Pivot tables is where we're going to do the summary of all our data. Then I'm going to click OK. So at this point we have this, but what I want to say quickly, let me bring in my date value. Date value, if you look at this bottom, the last one we have is picture, right? Picture name. If I bring in my date value, this will show me automatically calculate my hours and the likes. So it's going to give you days, months. Remove the unit price, remove this as well. Okay, so this is not showing the hour, so let's remove this. Alright, so what I need is a category pizza, pizza name. Then I want to, yeah, so this is the pizza name that we have. So this pizza name, I want to see the total price. This is because I don't want to insert all the pictures we have. I just want to insert a few of the pictures, probably top 10 or something. So what I'm going to do is to sort this. I'm going to sort this. You can go to home and sort this way, largest to smallest, and this will sort your data. I'm going to put some formatting here. So we have this. Then I'm going to name this. So what I'm going to do now is to make a unique value for all these guys. So I'm going to click here, control, paste here. Then I'm going to name this guy, just give them 1, 2. Let's put some space here. Then let's put this name together. This will be our pizza name plus this. Then I'll draw this down. Okay. So with this done now, what I would need to do, I want to go back here. Then I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this, then paste it here. Oh, okay. Oh, we have our table here. Right, so we have something we have done here before. So I'm simply going to copy this, then paste it like this. Okay, because we are in the table, it's preventing us from copy. Let's Control C, then go back and paste your value here. Now with this done, the next thing we want to do is to replace all these values. So what I'm going to do is to copy, go back to this. So I'm going to do, this is Thai chicken. I'm going to say I'm looking for this. I'll copy this. I'll go back here. I'm going to do on this alone, Control H. I'll say look for this value. Then let's hide this. That's our data. This is our new data. Okay. So let's call this analysis. Okay, so then we come down here, copy this, then we go back here, then we paste. Okay, so I'm replacing Thai chicken with Thai chicken 1. Now where the challenge comes in is because we have space. We shouldn't have space. So what we need to do with this is to replace. First thing we need to do first is to come down here and say look for any space that we have, any space, then replace it with this. So we're going to replace every underscore, every space with an underscore. So you can't find anything to replace. Okay, so click replace all. Oh, okay. This is still linked. So what we do, let's do it from here. This is original value. Let's do it here. say every space should be placed with this, and this will automatically reflect on this. So this is nicely done. Let's click OK. Alright, so now what we want to do is just simply paste and let's paste the value here. So I'm going to copy this, come down here. So let's paste this here. Let's look for this. We're looking for this. Remove the space, then type. Then let's replace everything called Thai chicken, and this is done. Again, we go back, we copy barbecue chicken. Let's use barbecue chicken here. I'm going to paste barbecue chicken here. Remember, this is what we are looking for. Then this is what we need. Barbecue chicken. Then I'm going to simply paste this here, and I'm going to replace everything, and I'm going to do the same for the rest of our data. Again, I have modified our data. I've changed this to 2022, then I changed some of them to 2023 as well. So I have 2023 and 2022 data, and so this is 1st January 2022, which happens to be on Saturday. Again, I had the data classification here, date classification, and this is simply what I did. Let's remove this. Okay. Okay. So what I did was to say, we want to classify this, this is either weekend or workday. So what I did was to say, if, then I combined it with another Excel function called or, and I said, if this that we have here is Saturday, or again, if or second logical question is, or if this is a Sunday, I want you to say this is weekend, but if not, okay, so our logical is finished. I need to put this in bracket now after the comma. So if that is true, I want you to say this is weekend, but if it is not, I want you to call this work day. Then I click OK. So it's going to automatically classify all this. This is a weekend. We want to see our sales over the weekend compared to work day and see how we are doing. So I have replaced my picture here with what we need, and lastly I need to remove something here. I need to remove this and replace it with nothing. Yeah, so that is done. I'm going to disable this connection. So I'm going to remove this. I don't need this. Okay, so I have this now. We can begin to continue. We can continue our analysis. I want to remove this analysis and then start afresh. So we have our pizza name here. So this is pizza name, and this is picture. Okay, so what I want to do here again is to control 1, then I'm going to insert our analysis from table range. This will be okay. I'm going to call this analysis. Let's begin our analysis. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do here, I want to see our performance by our performance will be, let's look at monthly performance. So let's look at our total sales for pizza, total price. Again, I want to change this from total price to total revenue. It's the total sales. Yeah, total sales. Then I'll come back here, I will refresh. So let's come back here and pick total sales. Then I want this to be monthly. This will be under the rows. Okay, because we have month, I don't want it to be month 1 to month 12. Instead, I'm going to use our date, pizza date, order date. Then this will automatically calculate month, year, and all the stuff for me. So I'm just going to simply deselect quarters, then deselect this as well. Just leave it to be total sales for the month. Then I'm going to remove this other date and leave it this way. So this is okay. Again, let's format this. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to paste it this way. I want this to be our reference point for most of the things that we are going to do. So I'm going to change the arrangement. I'm going to remove the month. I want the year, but I want the year to be under columns. Okay, and this is my grand total. So I'm going to link my grand total to be, so I don't want to fix in any way. I'm going to do sum of these two. I'm going to click OK. So I'll make reference to this all the time. So with this done now, so even if we filter through our data, it will still make sense for us. So I'll call this month. Again, let's come down here and say, okay, so the first one I want to do, I want to copy this. Yeah. Then I'm going to paste this. With this, I need to see our categories. I want to see all our categories and our pizza sales. I'm going to remove the month. Then I'm going to click on categories. Then I'm going to click on pizza name. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to change the report format for this. And this is going to be, let's go to designs. Let's go to report layout. I want this to be in the tabular form. Yeah, so I like it this way. I'm going to remove the total. I want subtotals remove. Yeah, and I think and I don't want total remove as well. Let's remove the grand totals. Okay, I'm gonna format this. Again, so I want to create a chart, but this will not work unless I put it this way. I will need to rename this. Then I'm gonna do like this. 3 columns. Then for the value as well. Then let's copy this. I forgot the name. Let's put the name here. Then I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna change this name to total sales. Then this will be pizza name. And this will be pizza category. Okay, so let's remove zeros. So I'm simply going to do Control H, look for 0 value, then replace it with nothing. Yes, that don't work. Highlight, delete, highlight, delete, highlight, delete. So we got this. Now what I want to do, again, I want to change this to thousands format. Let's go to custom, and go to numbers. I think for now we can probably leave it the way it is. Then we can change it later. Yeah, so let's start with our total revenue. Let's copy it. So what I'm going to do is to link our total revenue here to what we have here. We are using this. Then I'm going to put some formatting here. Let's make it some dollars. It could be any of this, either Canadian. We just need a sign. Then I'm gonna click OK. Let's make a copy of this. Let's clean this off. Then I'm going to link this back to here. Let's make it 28. Okay, so this is 28. I'm gonna copy this and put it here. So for this one, I need the unit sold. Let's look for the unit sold. I'm gonna make a copy of this, then paste it here. Remove our format shape. Let's look for the unit sold. So this will be the quantity sold. Total sales. So we have the quantity sold here. I want this to be in general. This is quantity, not amount. Why do we need to see this? We want to see the amount of pizza that we have sold so far. Again, go to analysis and then link them up. So let's copy this again. I'm not going to format it now. Total orders, then average value for orders is this, then average pizza per order. So total orders, let's go back here, let's come down here. Okay, so for this I want to say so I want to count the order ID that we have here. Order ID represents each order. That will be in the video. So here we are looking at the total order that we received. Remember, we are not counting the total quantity that was bought, but the total order that was received is this. We count the total order ID, then we remove the quantity. So total order ID, total order that we have is this. So we have received this amount of order. Okay, so if you remember that this is, we label our order of numerical from 1 to, yeah, we labeled our order. So for us to say the actual value for the order that we have received, we need to count this and not sum it up. We're going to actual field, then we're going to count this, and this is what we have. So we have received an order of 97,000 orders, and we got 170,000 pizza bought. Now let's use this opportunity to calculate. Let's see what is the order, what is the average order per. So average order, this is calculation that I'm doing now. So the average order, so per order we have 1.7 pizza. So I'm just gonna make it this. So let's link this back to our dashboard. Average order value. Average order value is this. Okay, now so total order that we received is this. Read this total order. Then in terms of average order per value is this. We need to calculate that. That is our what we have here. Then average order, then divided by our order value, average order value. So I copy that on our paste, and here what I'm looking at is average order per value. Let's look at our revenue. Total sales. Let's remove the quantity, and let's change this to average. So our average order per value is 58 for both years. Then we have individual. So let's link this up again. Then average pizza. So if a customer order per pizza, how many order do we have? So per pizza ordered, per order received, our value is around 1.7. Okay, so approximately it means every call we received, you are likely to see we are going to get this amount of pizza being ordered. So average value, I would say approximately 2. Okay, let's format this. I want us to create, so I'm going to insert to see our pizza. So this is what we calculated before. So with this one, I'm going to take this. I'm simply going to okay, so let's say 1000. So let's take this and say copy this, then highlight this. Let's go to paste. Let's go to paste special. Then let's do divide all the values here. Okay, so we have this is in 1000. Then let's take all this. Then let's go to insert, recommended chart. Let's find all chart, some bars. Let's click on this, click OK, click outside this, and no fill, no line, no title. Cut this and paste it here. Let's make this big. So with this, I'm seeing all the categories about pizza. Okay. And here I'm going to put revenue engaged last year. Engage the budget for the current year. Let's click on this. Okay, so let's change some of this color here. So we're gonna make this color the same. Okay, so this, let's make this blue. This, let's make this color, and let's make this red. Then here again, so I want to bring my slicers here. I'll go to my analysis, then I'll click on this, I'll click on slicers. I want to see the month, then days of the week as well, day of the week. Then I'm gonna take this and this, I'm gonna cut this, paste it here. So let's do, okay, let's remove this. Let's remove this. Alright, so let's select the month, the year. So for this slicer, let's cut and paste it here. So we have the month, we have the year and the day. Again, I want to make these 2 columns. Then I want to make these 2 columns as well. I'm going to hide the data, hide items without data. So let's copy this. Then let's paste it somewhere here. I want to change this to categories. I want to say the performance by pizza category. Looking at the total sales by pizza category, and this is how we have performed. This will tell us which of our category is the best selling in terms of which category generate the most revenue. And again, here I'm looking at pizza by size. I'm looking at sales by size. Which size give us the highest revenue? And again, here I'm looking at pizza by name. Which particular pizza sell the most, give us the highest revenue? Not in quantity, but in terms of revenue coming in. So with this, I'm going to change this to quantity. I want to see the pizza that sells the most by quantity wise, and this is barbecue. So does not necessarily mean the pizza that sell the most quantity does not give us the highest revenue. They are 2 different things. However, barbecue chicken sell the most and also give us, okay, no, so the classic deluxe sell the most, about 8,487 units, but doesn't give us the most revenue. Right, so yeah, I'm going to rename this to calculate functions. Then let's change the font. I'm going to put some lines. Yeah, so I want to differentiate my calculated rows from my pivot rows. Alright, so I'm doing some formatting. So I'm looking at the price. I'm looking at how much is it? Because are we having the most revenue because Thai chicken cost more compared to others? So classic sell the most. Let's see how much classic cost. Classic cost about $15. Why? Thai chicken is about $18. So it could be because of the price. So I'm putting some shadow, but I don't think I should have some shadow there. Probably have to remove the shadow.
Let's find out monthly revenue to create a column chart from the monthly trend. So we go to insert.
Let's hide all the fields.
Recommended charts. I go to insert, recommended charts. Then I want this. I'm going to click OK. All this. All this done. Okay. I'm going to make this in thousands. Then I remove this.
Let's paste it here and resize.
Then put it here. Let's make this smaller.
I'm going to remove no fill, no line.
Let's remove this. Then let's make this bigger. Let's make the gap 65. Then the gap. Let's make the color blue. Then let's activate our color, our data labels. Let's change the formatting to what I have here. Let's go to number.
I want to make the chart, the bar chart, a curve chart where, yeah. So please remember to type those numbers under the customize, $sign, pound sign, then quotation mark and K. Again, so here I want to insert a shape. Let's go to shape. Let's find a rectangular, curve rectangular. Let's remove the line. Let's copy. Then let's copy, then we paste on this. Control V to paste, and everything will automatically be pasted. So let's delete that. Let's create another chart. I think we should sort this out by time. I want us to see the trend in the morning, how is it like, and then when do we have the peak, and then what happened during the night as well. So that will give us a kind of a, to know when, how we start our morning, how our afternoon and evening is, and towards the night. So this will give us a sense of when we have the most, when we generate the most revenue on a daily basis. So I'm going to sort it back to smallest to highest. Then I'll create a bar chart again. Let's create a column chart. Copy, paste, hide all the fields. So again, we have a lot of revenue coming in around 12:13. Then immediately around 12:13, immediately after 1 p.m. in the afternoon, it declined 2, 3, we don't have much revenue. Then it's going to pick up around 3 o'clock again. That is when the evening sales begin. Then we have a lot of sales coming between that 3, between 4. Sales is picking 5, then 6. We're at highest when around 6. A lot of order comes in around 6. Then anything from 6 it start to decline again. So this is what it's showing us. So we generate the most revenue in the morning within 12 and 13, and also we generate between 5 and 6, which is 17 and 16, 17 and 18. In the morning, we don't generate much revenue. In the morning, between 9 and 10 in the morning, we're not doing much. And then between 9 p.m. and 12 and 22 p.m. and 22, which is 10 o'clock, we're not doing much again. So this is really good. This give us an insight when we have most revenue, and then how our revenue trend is on a daily basis. Okay, let's delete that one as well. Then we activate the data labels. Want to insert the slicer? I want to see the day slicer and click OK. I'm going to paste it here. We'll format this later. Let's use bar charts. Let's use the 100% bar charts. We are going to find. Alright, so we're going to interchange it this way. Yeah, so then we do it on a straight line. Let's find the 100% bar chart. Yeah. Let's create a percentage. We need to create a percentage. So I'm going to add extract columns, and then let's create a percentage. What is percentage of weekend over the grand total? Then we create our charts with this. Let's reshape it a little bit. Then we'll paste it here. Let's reshape it. We'll bring it a little bit down. Good. No fill. So for this one again, I'm going to change this color. I'm going to make it, yeah, then I'll make this gray. And that's the color will be this. Okay, let's activate the data label. Let's bring it out. Then let's delete the lines. Data label. Let's bring it out. Then delete it as well. Let's make it, yeah, let's push it a bit down. And this simply tells us so which part of the week is a weekend or weekdays do we generate the most revenue. And clearly we are able to see this at a quick glance that we make most revenue during the weekdays and not weekend. Well, this is simple to know. This is easier because weekdays is 2 days. Why? I mean, weekend is 2 days. Why? Weekdays is 5 days. So we generate more revenue during the week than the weekends. You just have to play around to fit this in. So I'm gonna copy this or make it this way. I'll copy this. Remember that you have to rotate this, then I'll paste it here. So I need to change this color first. I want to make it this way, yeah. Let's change this color to blue, yeah. Then let's paste it, yeah. Then let's make this another color. Then let's copy and paste as well. And copy this, I'm going to paste it here as well. I want this to show that curve. I want this to show that curve as well. I'll paste it here. Please know that this is 100% dynamic. Then I'm creating a pivot, a pie chart. I want to see the size, revenue by size. Okay, let's leave it this way first. I think we should change this to pie chart. We have major big area, big size that is giving us the most revenue. The extra large and the extra large is not giving us much revenue, so they are very small on our pie chart. I'm looking at the best way to position our slices. I think I want it the other way around. Yeah, is that the grace fine? I want to insert another pie chart again. I'm just gonna change the color to this nice one. Okay, so let's gray this out. I want to copy and paste this somewhere else. Then I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna gray out the other ones. Then I'm going to then leave this out and change this to a nice color too. Yeah. Then I make this. Then let's make the rest. Let's gray it out. Yeah. I want to make this bigger than the rest since it's the biggest one generating the most revenue. Yeah, a little bit smaller. Okay, I think this is okay. You really just find a way to position it very well. You should find a way to find a balance between the other shapes as well. You might need to, move it around quite often and see what exactly fits. So let's activate the data labels. I'm going to shift a little bit downward. It's actually nice, I saw, but yeah, let's move it. Let's close the gap. The tiny bit for extra large and extra large is giving us a little bit of a problem here, but it really doesn't matter because what they generate is not significant. So we just have to pull the bar chart together. If we had used our column chart as well, you won't see it is going to totally out. You won't see anything reasonable as well, regardless of how we minimize the minimum data. So here, just you know grade this out, and we'll bring the pie back. All right, I think we spent enough time on this. Now let's work on the picture side. Okay, on this, let's just indicate each of those categories. Let's see the percentage. Let's see the percentage they contribute to our total sales. So let's use this to create the percentage of what we want. So this is nice. So we have about 24% for Vigi, and then let's see what we have for the others as well. So I'm just going to like change this. Then select this. So then I'll select everything, then format it later. Let's copy the formatting and paste it. Good job. All right, so working on this, it is important that we name this according to what we have in our data. So I'm just going to create the name. Remember that you go to your formula, then you create from selection. That was what I just did. Remember that the picture names you have here has to match with what I have on the data on my data set. So I'm going to copy this, then bring in the picture name. So I want the picture name. I'm going to remove the pizza name. Although I need the pizza name as the details for each of those pizza, but I will bring it back through with VLOOKUP and then try to insert it in our dashboard. Here, I'm going to, let's put some formatting here. Let's put some commas. So, okay, so I'm sorting this to highest to the highest to smallest. So automatically, the biggest selling pizza is Thai chicken when we sort. So we don't need to, this is very important in displaying our top 3 pizza. So now I'm bringing the name again. So on the other side as well, you say this is the name of the pizza, right? Not the picture name, the pizza name, which is basically the same with the picture name, but just we make some unique value added to it. I added some unique value to the picture name, like 1, 2, 3, 4, just based on which one is the top 3, top 10. So we have this. So based on this, then I concatenate the two together. Right, so now I want to bring more details here. I'm going to put the name here. So by ranking, this is the best selling chicken. Pizza 1, 2, 3. We have Thai chicken, we have barbecue chicken, and Californian chicken. So we have this top 3, and this is basically based on the top the amount of revenue generated from these pizzas. So remember, sorting is very important. Sorting the second step. The first thing is to name your pizza according to the picture name you have in your database, and the second step is to bring in your pivot and sort it according to the amount of sales generated. Yeah, so these are pizza name. Copy the two together, these two, then create from selection, formula, create from selection. This step is very, very important. So this is the first step. This is part of the first step, and then we have done that. You see, this are all the names of the pizza that we have here, and we click OK. Yeah, so this is fine. So this is the first thing we do. Now those are the picture names. Now we are coming down here, this place we are going to, so this name tallies with what we have in the picture database. So on this, we're going to use indirect function. So let's copy our picture. Let's copy, you can copy any of these. Then let's go back and paste it here. Reshape. So let's define the name. I'm going to say equals to bestseller. Then bestseller is this. Let's pick from here. I just linked this to this page. So this picture equals to bestseller, and automatically it brings up the bestseller picture, the bestseller pizza. Then I will do the same for the second one as well, which is, this is our bestseller. Now let's do the second again. So let's go to picture, copy any picture again. So I'm copying the last one. I'm going to paste it here. Then I will right click. While clicking on this, I'll click on this. Then I will right click. I will go to, now I'll just click on this, then go to name manager under formula. Then I'll put a name to call this second bestseller. Then I'll go to picture. I'll say this is indirect. Then I will go to my second position on the list, which is this. I'm going to put it here. I'll click OK. I'll click OK, and this will show here. This is our second pizza. Immediately I copy the name and paste it to this name. Take this name, then go to formula bar to paste it. Automatically this will come up. Then let's copy another pizza again for the third bestseller. Then let's go to our dashboard and paste this here. Again, go to our name chart under the formula, then call this third bestseller. Then let's say indirect again, indirect function. Let's link this to our third position for the picture name. This is our third position. Click OK. And let's come here on the formula bar. I want you to paste third bestseller, and this is what we have. So these are our top three selling pizza. I'm going to align them to the top. That is how you actually create. You bring dynamic pictures to Excel dashboard. I mean, there are other ways as well, but I found this to be very easy and straightforward. For this, I call it basically just 3 steps, which is what I've explained. So let's put some details here. Okay, let's make it this bigger. Right. All right, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to use this to put the name. This is going to be the bestseller. Let's copy this and paste it for the others as well. This is going to be third seller. let's put some details here. I'm going to copy the text and put some details. I want the name of the pizza, the category, and the amount generated. All right, again. Okay, I need to bring the names out. I don't want to use this name directly. I'm thinking of using VLOOKUP to search for this name just to be 100% careful, just in case. Okay, so I'm bringing this name now. I'm having categories and pizza. I'm going to change the report format. Let's remove the totals. In subtotals should be gone. And then again, I think this is okay. And then the picture name. Then we're going to use lookup. I prefer lookup. I can use it anywhere. I don't have to abide with the VLOOKUP rules, and they practically do the same thing. I believe lookup is more powerful. So I'm going to look for this name, the picture name, here in this place. Let's look for the picture's name here. Then I want to return the pizza name. I'm going to make this absolute reference. Fn and F4 to make this absolute reference, comma. Then let's take this, the categories. So what I need is the categories. Okay, and this is what we have. This is nice. You can also do the same for pizza name, but I'm just gonna leave it this way. And this is the category, so I'm able to display the picture, the pizza name, the category, and the sales amount. So let's change this, and let's go to the formula bar and type equals. Let's go to analysis and say equals to this. Okay, we format this later. Then the same. Let's make this part of our color on the dashboard. Let's make this blue. Then we format this. Let's copy the formatting and paste it here. So I'm going to do the same for the second bestseller and the third bestseller. Let's duplicate this and call this custom tree. Then we modify. We're just going to format. So basically we're formatting three things here: the font, the border, and the fill. Please follow along as I do all these three things for each of them. So I'm going to apply this. I want this to be black. I don't want it to be red. Anyways, we're going to apply our custom formatting to the rest as well. Yeah, this is nice. But I'm going to change this. I want the headers title to be black and not red. Let's go back and then modify. Let's format. Now that should be header. Let's go to our fonts. That's fonts. And this should be black and not red. Yeah, so I'm creating a reporting connection. I want to link to everything on our data, on our pivots. However, this is make your Excel very slow, so you might want to choose the specific pivot tables you want to link your sliders to. But for in this instance, I'm going to link my slider to all the pivot chart that we have on the dashboard. But this is going to be really slow. Yeah, so let's do the same thing for this. So I'm going to remove the name. I want to just make it simple. Week, days. Now I just think week is fine. Yeah, week days. Yeah, that's cool. Then again, slider settings. I'm going to put days. And that is how you make this wonderful chart, guys. Slicer, let's see. I want the font to be bold. Yeah, it's a bit fine. Then again, I want this no border. I want the font to be bold as well. Then I'm going to do the same for everything. I want them to be bold. I want the font to be bold as well. Alright, so that is how we create this wonderful dashboard. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.